going up against a few really tough teams, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's going to be important for us to do, the little things in these games coming up if we want to get wins.
Tom, a lot of people know it, but for those that don't, what was your journey? What brought you to America from the Bahamas?
Uh, I was just a kid, man, with just hoop dreams of playing in the NBA, playing Division I basketball, and I got my shot when I was 13 years old, and it's been a tough road, man, but the Bible says to count it all as joy, so I just counted all as joy. I've been away from my family for 9 years now. It hasn't been easy being away from my mom and my dad and my little brother, but you know, I committed to Michigan State senior in high school, and I think the second best decision I made in my life.
How much college basketball did you see in the Bahamas?
Not a lot, not a lot. I remember one day just getting a newspaper, Derrick Rose, in the Final Four, I think, against Kansas. I seen him, and he was on the front cover of our newspaper, and I was like, yeah, I wanted that to be me one day. And I think that was in 2008, was it, or 2009, something like that. And then, I'm here now. I'm playing the Final Four as a freshman. So, my next step is to win it all.
You've known for, I think, a couple of years now you guys were going to go play in this thing. Does it hit you that now, tomorrow you guys are heading down there?
Nah, it won't hit me until we actually get there. My mom is talking about coming to the airport with my family. So, it's a lot of my family members I haven't seen very often in the last 9 years, man. It's just, you know me, man. I don't take a lot of things for granted. I don't take anything for granted. And just to be able to go back and see my family and play in front of them. I want to win this tournament so bad, man, so bad. If I could just focus in, and just control my emotions, because I'm an emotional person, especially when I get to live out moments like this.
I know you've talked too about wanting your teammates to kind of see what you grew up with.
Yeah.
Are you guys planning on doing some stuff so that?
Yeah, I hope I can take them like on the tour, man, so they can. I talk about home all the time. I want them to be actually see where my first basketball court was. I ain't had no rim. We use a crate court. I ain't had no backboard. Glass bottles all over the floor. We used to have to sweep it with a broom to smoothen it out to make it. You couldn't shoot on it. The only thing you can do is dunk. I want to take them around just to show them where I really came from.
It's Thanksgiving too.
Yeah.
I mean, is it just kind of fitting that you're going to be there with your family for that week?
Yeah, it's a lot. I don't know if we celebrate Thanksgiving back home. I don't think it's a holiday back home, but it's a lot for me to be thankful for. Just playing the game of basketball and just playing in front of my family. Like I was saying, my great grandmother is still alive. She's gonna be able to come to the games. I don't even know if she understands basketball, but she's never seen me play. My uncles, my aunts never seen me play. My little cousins, a lot of my friends back home never see me play in person, so it's going to be fun.
Did your friends back home know you as a player back then, or as a sprinter, track star?
Most of them know me as a sprinter, but then when I left for 13, they knew me as a basketball player. I played 1 year of basketball in the Bahamas in junior high. I won a championship, and then I left.
Now, when's the last time you were back to that old court you're talking about?
When I went home, it's literally right at my grandmother's house, and then it was on this little abandoned house. We just put up a crate. We nailed the crate there. There's no backboard. It's just you couldn't dunk because it was like it's connected to the little house. So you couldn't shoot. I mean, you only can dunk. So we would just dribble up, run up, and just try to dunk
it.
it.
It still looks the same?
No, the court isn't there, but the place is still there. But they took the court down a long time ago.
Did you have a basketball or?
Yeah, we had one of the basketballs. The basketball was so old that it just all the feel was off of it. It was slippery, dirty, and we got a lot of trouble for playing on that court.
Your brother was here. Your brother's been here.
Yeah. I was telling other guys I was in pregame meal the last game, and then I came in here from after pregame meal, and all my teammates had their phones out, and I was looking like, "What are you doing?" And then I looked to the right, and my little brother was sitting in my chair. So I had no idea he was coming, but apparently they did.
What's his name?
Laquan.
Laquan?
Yeah, Laquan.
What was your reaction when you saw him?
I couldn't believe it, man. I've been away from my brother for 9 years, so.
How old is he?
20.
He goes to school. Where does he go to school?
Yeah, he just committed to the University of Arkansas for track and field. He's a world-class athlete. He's been in the World Games. He's won male athlete of the year in the Caribbean a lot of times. He's a long jumper and triple jumper now, but he high jumped for the Bahamas since he was 16, and he committed to Arkansas as a senior out of high school, but he didn't pass the test, so he went to junior college. And then he reopened his recruitment, cut his list to Kentucky, Texas A&M, and Arkansas, and he just signed to him last week, actually.
So all your teammates knew he was here, and everyone kept
Yeah, everybody had their phone out. I'm like, I looked to my right, and I gave him one of my jerseys, and he had the jersey on. He was sitting in the chair just like this, and I was like, I ran out the door. I was like, no, this can't be real. And my mom knew, my dad knew, and you know, it was fun, man.
So how often have you gone back?
To the Bahamas?
Yeah.
Not a lot. Not more than a year in 9 years. So all the time together I've been home since I left when I was 13, it wouldn't add up to a year.
So he came here from was he at junior college?
Yes, sir. He came here from
Where's he go to junior college?
Texas. I can't remember which part of Texas. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Did you play basketball with him growing up?
Yeah, I played with him. He actually played basketball, and then somebody saw him jump one time and told him he could be a great jumper. And he jumped like 7'3" when he was 16. So, but he stopped high jumping because somebody told him he was a better long jumper. So now he long jump and triple jump.
How do you make this a business trip when you have so much personal stuff there with this?
Oh well, you know, I'm going down there to win a tournament, man. Which just, you know, my family's there, and that's my hometown. That's where I'm from. You know, I'm even more excited to play and win it in front of them.
Are you expecting Michigan State to have almost a home court advantage with how much following you have down there?
Definitely. The whole island is going to be out there, man. All my friends, all my family, yeah, it's going to be home court advantage. Yeah, for sure. I would be surprised if we don't.
Have you talked to the national team at all about being involved with the Bahamian
Oh,
national
yeah, they talk to me every year, man, but, you know, I was the captain of the junior national team when I was 16. I played with them in Puerto Rico. We got 4th place. We lost in the bronze medal game. But ever since then, you know, every year they want to get me to play, but I told them, man, I want to focus on staying around here in the summer, and they understand that. So that's why I haven't been playing with them. The senior national team called me last year to play, and I just told them that I needed to be here and focus on college.
So you say you're looking forward to taking your Michigan State teammates over there and showing them part of
Yeah, I want to show them where I'm really from. You know, I talk about it a lot. I want to show them like where I really grew up.
Does your neighborhood have a name? Is it known as
Flemmer Street. It's Flemmer Street, but we call it Baintown.
Baytown?
Bain, B-A-I-N, like Bane from Batman. Yeah, Baintown.
And it's important to you to show them where you came from.
Yeah, it's really important to me. I know a lot of them want to see it. Like Aaron, Josh. I tell them a lot about, you know, crazy stories about things I used to do when I was a kid around the neighborhood. So for them to actually be in it, it's gonna be fun.
Any special food you're waiting for?
Oh, I told my mom. I told my mom I want some barbecue chicken, peas and rice, coleslaw, corn on the cob, lettuce and tomatoes, crab salad. She make me that every time I come home, so that's what I want.
Now, did Izzo say that he was, when he recruited you, that he'd try to get you back to play Bahamas, or after you committed and were here, he said, I'm going to try to, or?
I think it was already set in stone that Michigan State was going there, and you know that didn't have anything to do with me coming here though. So I don't know, but it's crazy because my high school coach he's an assistant coach at Wichita State, and they're gonna be in the Bahamas too. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna get to see him too. Yeah. Thank you, man.
He got it.